are looking live at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway in Sin City, Las Vegas, Nevada, site of the third race of the 2020 MacTools Cup Series. 41 laps around this 1.5 mile speedway, 35 cars racing as always. The fastest in practice was Noah Clifton at a 26.395 seconds. The pole lap time was Nathan Ormond, 26.726 seconds, and the fastest in final practice was Bradley Reim with a 26.366 second lap. Absolutely gorgeous weather in the mid-70s. It's going to be a good one today. Let's take a look at your starting lineup. Row 1, we got Nathan Ormond and Zack Winkle. Row 2, we've got Robert Crouch and Damian Blue. In row 3, we have Christian Holder and Ethan Hoffman. And in row 4, we find Alexander Jones and Ryan Minneker. In row 5, we find Samet Ozkan and Dwayne. And in row 6, we find Jacob Brits and Mike Cook. In row 7, we find Sebastian Cucalon and Jung. And in row 8, we find Tripp McGuines and Ryan Benjamin. In row 9, we find Aric Jacks and Sylas. In row 10, we find Camden Jeziorski and points leader Hunter Blade. In row 11, we find Alejandro Rodrìguez and Dakota Prior. In row 12 is Bradley Reim and Cody Rhodes. In row 13, Caleb Colburn and Jarrett Tallmadge. In row 14, Zachary Fitzwater Sr. and Gatlin Downey. In row 15, Jason Dady and Daytona winner Jonathan Martin. In row 16, Drwish Junior and Casey Nanako. In row 17, Ace Garcia and Trey Wright. And rounding us out in row 18 is Noah Clifton. And as the field is going to finish up their final pace lap, pace car getting ready to turn down into pit road. There it goes, and off turn 4, waiting for that green flag to fly, and it is waving, and we are racing in Las Vegas. Off into turn 1, Ormond gets the advantage. Here comes Crouch on the inside for second. He's got Christian Holder with him there in the 17, trying to chase Nathan Ormond down. Crouch there on the high side, shuffling to the bottom. Here comes Holder on the bottom. He's going to take the second position away. Alexander Jones with him, and around Nathan Ormond leads lap 1, 40 to go. Off into turn 1 now, Christian Holder is going to go to the lead in that 17. Not for long, here comes Alexander Jones there in the 14 on the inside. He's got Samet Ozkan on his back bumper, but Jones goes to the lead. He slides up 2-3 wide out of the corner, back to 2. Ozkan's going to take the lead at lap 3. Off into turn 1, here comes Brits to the inside. Brits is going to take the lead. Here comes Cucalon. Sebastian Cucalon going up the middle to try to get the lead. 3 wide off into turn 3, but McGuinness is going to get the lead instead. 4 wide, Aric Jacks on the bottom. Big crash going to happen behind. Cars up into the wall and spinning behind. 4 wide to the line as Tripp McGuinness gets it. Jacob Brits, Sebastian Cucalon, Robert Crouch, Samet Ozkan, Ryan Minneker, among others, crashing on the front straightaway. Pace car's going to pick up Tripp McGuinness, who's the leader of the race right now. And we'll take a look and see what happened here to bring out the first caution of the race. Back in this pack as they were coming off turn 4, McGuinness gets into Cucalon, shoots him up into Brits, and they go up into the wall. Crouch gets turned up into Cucalon. You see Ozkan spinning around behind. Damian Blue gets a big piece of it, you see on his nose. Minneker around. Hunter Blade getting caught up in it. Let's watch it again here. Up into the field, there's where Blue's damage came from. Ethan Hoffman was the other car. the O2 Virginia Tech mobile. And bouncing, ricocheting off the wall, down into Ozkan. There's the damage for Damian Blue and the Hokie mobile of Ethan Hoffman getting trouble. There's our last week's winner, Hunter Blade, getting a pretty big piece there in the 12th car. On board with Sebastian Cucalon. There's the contact right there with the 97. He slides along the wall. He'll get back going. Now Hunter Blade's on board. He got a little bit more than I thought he did. It's pretty significant contact. Alright, now on board with Samet Ozkan as they go 3-4 wide in front of him. And Minneker's on board. Damage we've seen so far. Now Damian Blue's on board. Waiting for the hit right there. Crunched the front of his car. I don't know how he can see out of that thing. Can say everyone is okay. The only car that's going to be listed as out of the race as a result of that accident is Damian Blue, who you saw in that last onboard. Absolutely had his front end crunched. Cannot see out of that thing, just looking straight. That's a tough break for him. He's having a really rough start to this season. Meanwhile, as we got the one to go this last time, Tripp McGuines still leading. Aric Jacks moved into the second position. Camden Jeziorski there in the third position in that 88 car. Fourth place, pole sitter Nathan Ormond. Fifth place, Alejandro Rodrìguez there in the 83. Reim and Caleb Colburn ready to pounce on this restart. Pace car comes down pit road, and we are set to resume racing on lap number 8, waiting for the flag to wave. It's waving. We're back racing in Sin City. Off into turn 1. The front not changing yet. Jacks is right there, though, if he wants to make a move out of turn 2. And he will. They are side by side going down the back straightaway. Behind, they're already poking out 2, 3 wide. Colburn on the bottom there. But Jacks up ahead is going to take the lead in the 19 car. Colburn's going to move into the third position. He's got Fitzwater on his back bumper. Off into turn 1. McGuinness trying to find a way to get back into that first position. He's going to dive to the bottom here off turn 2. Jacks goes high. McGuinness is on the bottom, and he is going to have the preferred line going into turn 3, and he's going to take the lead once again. Out of the corner, we are coming to 32 laps to go. Here comes Fitzwater on the bottom. He's going to get to the lead. Now Ormond's going to go on the bottom. They're going to go 3 wide momentarily. McGuinness falls back. So back to 2 wide. 3 wide for third place there. As Junior moves into the third position, he's going to try to go on the bottom as Ormond takes the lead. And here comes the 66. He's going to take the lead here at Las Vegas. Alexander Jones trying to get to the lead for the second time today in that 14 car. Bradley Reim on his back bumper there, 3 wide. How about 4 wide almost out of turn 2? That's 4 rows of 3 wide right there going into turn 3. Through turns 3 and 4 and out of the final corner. This is a disaster waiting to happen. Bradley Reim leads that lap. Here comes the Daytona winner, Jonathan Martin. To the lead, Ace Garcia on his inside. Christian Holder there with him. Down the back straightaway is Garcia. Pokes the nose up front. Here comes Holder on the bottom in that 17. Jeziorski right there, ready to pounce if Holder slides up. Out of turn 4, Holder's going to lead this lap. Jeziorski right there on the bottom. He's got help from Zack Winkle there in the 77. Noah Clifton on the bumper of the 77. As the 77 goes to the lead as Jeziorski slides up. 3 wide, almost 4 wide once again. Thought Clifton was going to go to the bottom. He decided better of it. And now he's going to be able to go for the lead on the 77. Slides up out of turn 4, and Clifton just barely noses him out at the line. Casey Nanako there in the 1. Slides up a bit too early. That's going to let Sylas go in on the bottom there in the 22. Dwayne there right on his back bumper. Tallmadge, Fitzwater, and Prior. That is the bottom. That's the top 5 on the bottom lane there. Sylas slides up. They're going to go 3 wide at the line. And Jeremiah Dwayne leads that lap just by half a nose over Mark Sylas. Jarrett Tallmadge now on the bottom. He's got Fitzwater for help. And Tallmadge is going to take the lead. Down the back straightaway going into turn 3. He's got the preferred line, so he should be able to complete the pass. 3 wide behind for second as Dakota Prior moves up in that 31. And to the line, another close finish there at the line to finish that lap. 25 to go. Here comes Cook on the inside in that 29. Ben Jung right there in the 20 with him. Trey Wright in the 38. On Jung's back bumper as they go into turn 3. They're going to slide Prior and Cook up the track into the wall almost, and that's going to stack up the field behind. Around they go to the line. Jung just by a few inches over right at the line. Officially going down the margin, .005 at the line. 5 1/1000ths of a second. Jung over Wright. Aric Jacks and Ryan Benjamin there in the 3rd and 4th positions. Which one's first between the two? Officially, it is Ryan Benjamin in the 9, Jacks 4th, and Caleb Colburn scooted into the 5th position. I guess fell back to 6th. Going into turn 3 here on the replay, 29 and 31 get together. Looks like Cook gets loose because of that. They slide up the track, try to come back down there 5 wide momentarily, then back as they go row 4. And up into the wall went Prior, and the momentum loaded onto Mike Cook turned him sideways as well. So they go skidding along the outside. Here we'll look up from up above and get a pretty good view. And they get together. They do scrape the wall a little bit. Prior does. Jeremiah Dwayne does get a little bit of damage there in the 32, but he's going to be able to go on. As well as I believe Cook and Dakota Prior should be able to go on, because that doesn't look like very much major contact. On board with Mike Cook here. See just how far he slid up, and then he gets turned. Does scrape along the wall just a little bit, but nothing too major. Now on board with Dakota Prior. He just gets pinned. There's not a whole lot of room on the inside of Cook. That was just a no-win situation there. Tough break for those guys. They'll go to the back of the line. As the field comes around and has gotten the one to go. Jung still leading. We're going to come around for 21 laps to go. Trey Wright there in the 2nd position. Ryan Benjamin 3rd. Aric Jacks 4th. Caleb Colburn rounding out your top 5 currently here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Half a lap to green. Jung had a few laps up front at Daytona. And he didn't have a chance to lead a lap in the last race at California Speedway after getting wiped out on lap 1 in that big crash. Now, as the pace car comes down, we'll get ready to restart this race in Las Vegas. 21 laps to go. We are green again. Look at Trey Wright looking to the inside in that 38 car. Ryan Benjamin with him. The last place points man. They're in the second position, now looking on the lead. It's been a rough start to the season for Ryan Benjamin. Now looking to make something positive out of this day early on. And he's going to take it around behind. Robert Crouch and Samet Ozkan, the Ganassi teammates, again go around. Second go around of the race for both of them, and that might end the day for them. At the line officially, Ryan Benjamin has the lead over Caleb Colburn, Trey Wright, Tripp McGuines, then Ben Jung. Yes, I do believe that is going to be it for Samet Ozkan and Robert Crouch. See what happened here. He's going to go to the inside of Christian Holder. It looks like Ethan Hoffman was already there. Held onto his line, got into the back of the 40, and around they went, hard up into that outside wall. And as the two teammates scrape along, we'll take a look from another angle here. The one we saw live. I don't blame Ethan Hoffman at all for that. Crouch was going to go to the inside. Didn't know the O2 was down there. That's going to be his spotter telling him that the O2 is down there. They ran behind a slower car here. And bam! See the car pick up off the ground there. It was so big. The slow car of Alejandro Rodrìguez there in the 83. Now on board with Samet Ozkan, you see all the damage he got. There is no way he's going to be able to go on. And they have pulled onto pit road and gone behind the wall, so they are done. Ganassi is now out of contention for this race. Meanwhile, Ryan Benjamin still leading under this caution. Working the third one of the race. We had the one on lap 3 for that pile up with Robert Crouch, Samet Ozkan, Sebastian Cucalon, Jacob Brits, Ryan Minneker, Hunter Blade, Ethan Hoffman. The second one was for what you saw with Dakota Prior and Mike Cook. And now this one with Samet Ozkan and Robert Crouch. Alright, as the pace car dives onto pit road, green flag is out. 16 laps remaining. Off into turn 1. Here comes Caleb Colburn on the back bumper of Ryan Benjamin. Out of turn 2, he's going to take a look to the inside to try to take the lead away. Heading into turn 3, he's got the preferred line on the bottom and he's going to take it. Here comes Trey Wright in the 38 behind him. Coming to lap 27, 15 laps to go. Off into turn 1, here comes Trey Wright to the lead in the 38 car. Jarrett Tallmadge now working his way up into the third position. Now going to go for second on Caleb Colburn there in that 6 car. 3 wide. They are tight behind there, but they'll gather it back up going into turn 3. Everyone's going to make it through without trouble. Out of turn 4, Tallmadge trying to get the lead, and he just barely gets it over Trey Wright. Off into turn 1, he's going to have the low and preferred line. They're going to go 3 wide. For second place, almost 4 wide. Back to 2. Aric Jacks and Drwish Junior side by side. Here comes Jacks on the bottom. Gets closed off at the last second. He had to check up. That's going to allow Jason Dady to get to the inside there in that 18 car. 13 to go. 3 wide for the lead going into turn 1. Dady's going to get it. Here comes Gatlin Downey on the inside in that 37 car. And out of nowhere, the pole sitter, Ormond, going for the lead, and we got trouble. It's the big one going into turn 3. Jung, Camden Jeziorski, Fitzwater, Alexander Jones is upside down. Oh, and Prior hits very hard on the 14. Several other cars gone around. Sebastian Cucalon was another. Nathan Ormond got collected in at the 21 car. Caution is out. We are going to slow it down here to try to clean it up. It may take a little bit. Gatlin Downey's got the lead, coming to 11 to go. We'll take a look, see what happened here. They were 4 wide. Looks like Junior and Jung made contact. Jonathan Martin, a heck of a save there. Jarrett Tallmadge got some contact. Jeziorski got hit hard there on Jung. Casey Nanako gets slowed up. Just off the screen, you'll see Prior go in, hit Alexander Jones head on. See from another view. Kind of hard to tell from that angle what exactly happened there. Ormond looks like he's going to just scrape along the wall. He might be able to go on. Nanako gets into the wall a little bit. Tripp McGuines. Reim involved. And watch his hit on the 14. Bam! Cucalon's got a lot of damage there. Prior is done. Nanako bumps into the 99. Mike Cook involved. Cody Rhodes. Ethan Hoffman. Take a look from up above. Looks like Tallmadge came down on the 66. Heck of a save by Drwish Junior. Able to go on. Caleb Colburn was another car that was in it. So many cars. Try to do a count for you, see how many actually got in it. First estimate is 14 cars that just got wrecked in this most recent incident. The ones that are not going to be able to go on: Sebastian Cucalon, Jung, Camden Jeziorski, Alexander Jones, Ryan Minneker, Zachary Fitzwater, Reim, Dakota Prior. Everyone else will be able to go on. Gatlin Downey up front leading. Jason Dady in second. Aric Jacks there in the third position, that 19 car. Through turns 3 and 4, you see Drwish Junior snuck in for 4th. Ryan Benjamin snuck in for 5th. Looks like he right now is in position to take 34th in the points, away from Damian Blue. Of course, that'd still be second to last. Meanwhile, as the pace car comes down, we are ready to get this thing back started. Gatlin Downey leads them to the green. Dady popped out onto the outside really early. That gave Jacks a run on the bottom. Heading off into turn 1, Jacks is going to take the second position. Here comes his teammate, Ryan Benjamin, there in the 9. The 2 Evernham cars on the inside. Jacks is going to go for the lead in that 19 car with Benjamin right with him. Going through turns 3 and 4. Oh, Benjamin gets into the back of Jacks. They're going to be side by side coming down the front straightaway. Who's going to lead this lap? Jacks by a nose. Here comes Benjamin on the inside, though, in that 9 car. He's going to take the lead for the time being. Here comes the Daytona winner, Jonathan Martin. And his teammate on the inside, Ace Garcia, going to go for the lead in that 15 car. 3 wide going through turns 3 and 4. And here comes Christian Holder. Oh, the teammates get together. Around goes Ace Garcia. One other car gets taken out with him. The caution comes out right before they get to the line. Other car that got taken out looked like was Ryan Benjamin. Meanwhile, as they came to the line, Christian Holder nosed out front in that 17. Gatlin Downey fell to second. Noah Clifton in third. Jason Dady in fourth. Looks like Zack Winkle snuck into the 5th position. Let's take a look at the replay as they came out of 4. Garcia up into Martin as they got together off of the 4th corner. You have Ryan Benjamin. Big damage to the front of that 9 car. As Garcia scrapes along the wall. He should be able to go on. From up above, Holder sneaking in on the inside. like he may have bumped and run Ace Garcia up the track a little bit. Just look where Martin is on Ace Garcia's side there, right on the back panel, right on the back quarter. That was never going to work. They hit the wall, and they did. Garcia goes for a spin. Benjamin gets some damage. Let's go on board with Jonathan Martin here. He just gets pinned once Garcia gets sent up. He just gets pinned up there. Now let's take a look at Aric Jacks. All happened right in front of him. He just barely gets by. Now for Ryan Benjamin's on board. They came up the track right in front of him, and he just had nowhere to go. One last onboard here before we go back to our live coverage. Ace Garcia. On the inside, he goes up a little bit, gets a tap there, and around he goes. So Benjamin sneaking by, or scraping by on the outside, as well as Jonathan Martin. Hunter Blade barely avoided him in that 12 car. Last race's winner. Meanwhile, now the lights are atop the pace car. Christian Holder's still leading. Gatlin Downey second. Noah Clifton third. Jason Dady fourth. Zack Winkle back there in the 5th position in that Jasper 77 car. Tripp McGuines is 5th in line, but he is a lap down car. The officials not wanting to do a double file restart with the lap down cars to avoid further incident in these final 2 green flag laps we are going to have. Through turns 3 and 4, you see Winkle behind the 97, Jonathan Martin right behind him. Will we see a repeat winner? Will we see a new winner? We're about to find out. Pace car dives down on the pit road, and we are back green flag racing. 2 laps to go in Sin City. Off into turn 1, Holder's getting a pretty good start. Way down to the inside, they're going to go side by side behind him. Noah Clifton on the inside, he's going to move into the 2nd position. Got Jason Dady with him, he's going to try to chase down the 17. Lap and a half to go. Sticking to that inside. Holder slid up to the middle groove a bit. Slides up to block, now goes to the bottom. White flags out, 1 lap to go. They're side by side again behind him going into 1. Jason Dady moves into the 2nd position. Zack Winkle on his back bumper. Half a lap to go. Christian Holder almost home free. He's just got to protect the bottom through turns 3 and 4 now. He does, and through turns 3 and 4, coming to the line. It's going to be Christian Holder winning his first race of the 2020 MacTools Cup Series. Jason Dady in for 2nd, Zack Winkle in 3rd. Take a look at your finishing results here. You see the top 3 there. Noah Clifton snuck in for 4th. Gatlin Downey rounded out the top 5. Then Jack, Sylas, Martin, Colburn, and Brits the top 10. Pole sitter Nathan Ormond there in 12th. California winner Hunter Blade there in 13th. Jarrett Tallmadge, who led for a bit, there in 17th. Casey Nanako there in 20th. Tripp McGuines, the lap down car there in 24th. And the rest of the guys back there were out of this race at the end. Let's take a look at your point standings here. Hunter Blade keeps the points lead by 15 points over race winner Christian Holder. Jonathan Martin there in 3rd. 3 winners atop the point standings there. Sebastian Cucalon there rounded out the top 10 in points. Ace Garcia there 13th. Gatlin Downey there in 15th. Tripp McGuines 17th. Bradley Reim 20th. Ethan Hoffman there 21st. Jason Dady there. Strong points day, he moves up to 22nd in points. Ryan Minneker to 30th in points. Damian Blue still 34th in points. Ryan Benjamin did not quite beat him out for that last spot. Race 4 is going to be at the Phoenix Raceway. Hope to see you then. Until then, y'all take it easy. Have a good night.